Scene one, take two. Athelstone Inclusive versus NT Thunder here at Max Zamba Sports Field. Round two of the best team season. We got a perler here at Max Zamba Sports Field. Athelstone Inclusive celebrating Indigenous round for the very first time. Up against the Thunder. Thunder are called heads. They won the toss and they're going to go to the left of screen. Means the Raggies are going to the right. First term is underway. Wodger wins the tap. Aaron Glasson. Greenwood. Greenwood. Vox. Thompson. Brown. That's the first goal of the match. What a start by the Raggies here in Indigenous round in the best team season. 6-0. Wodger wins the tap. Seems like this team could be able to take on anyone in this. Hamill. Henderson Steele. Dennis Christie. Christie with the kick. Up to Vox. Vox. Oh, here's the speed of Dre Bennett. He looks it up the boat. Goal. 2 goals in a minute. Sears will be on the bench making way for Hanley. Lindsay, Barry Lindsay. Incorrect disposal. Play on! Levi Nemi takes the mark and fall back. Cameron Bibble. Cameron Bibble. Oh, Sears. Sears, what a recovery by Sears. Straight to Joyce. Straight to Joyce. Straight to Brown. He might be having a field day against the Territory. Wodger. Can Sam Wodger kick a goal? No, can Fox do it? Fox kicks a goal. What a start by the Raggies. Second quarter against the 12 Rezzies back in round one. They put their foot on the gas. And now the first quarter against the Thunder. Thunder ball is his foot. Oh, Dawson. Oh, he's lost the ball. Bennett. Bennett with the clean pickup on the wing. Tyron Thompson gets to it. Thompson to Vikings. Can Declan Hadley kick it from there? No, he doesn't. It's a point. Oh, Lindsay! Lindsay with the pickup. Almost a fly. Hadley! Oh, no. What was it? What was that for that kick? What was that for the Thunder? Bebble! Jaden Bebble! Oh, no. That was inefficient at disposal. Oh, where's Matty Greenwood when you need him? He's got it! Got a goal by Greenwood. 4-1 by 0. What a first quarter by the Raggies. They got a bit of an easy draw to start things off with. They can't get to... Oh, Bibble gets to it. Bibble's kicked it straight to the Thunder. And they've kicked it. Turnover. Greenwood takes the turnover. Vikings. Oh, no. Well... Wonderful, they're going to give Raggies the 1 point. Still not getting 6. And Declan Hadley makes him play with a goal. Raggies 31, Thunder 0. Look at this. How about that? Woj's dominating this game in the ruck. Jaden Bebble. Oh, Declan Hadley again! This is turning into a field day. Declan Hadley. Lining up the goal. Can he get a second for the quarter? No, he's a point. He's got 1 goal, 2 this afternoon. Oh, Matty Greenwood! Turns it over, gets another goal. What a first quarter by the Raggies. I'm going to share this game. Wojo wins the tap. Glasson. Thompson. Hanley. Brown. Back to Hanley. With the 1-2 and a goal. Bibble. And it's Glasson who picks it up. Darren Thompson. Goes at a boundary line snap. It's a point. Almost made it through for a goal. Oh, Thompson makes him pay. Brown. Goal. Too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy out there in this game. Been able to find her a 70 rated. As a Ty gets the ball again. Tyron Thompson kicks a bit like Jack Jenovan out the fall. Hi, Riley. Welcome back to the channel, and also I'm doing this best team season between my boys Athelstone Inclusive and the Northern Territory Thunder at Max Saber Sports Field. Anyway, speaking of that, it's just hit me. Aaron Glass's just got a goal. We got the Raggies by 57. They're playing like the Raggies of old in this first quarter. Jaden Bebo. Lockie Brown. And I'll just be brought to ground. And we've got a ball up. Inside the midfield. Oh, no. Oh, Greenwood! Bennett! Well, it's luckily Christie's Beach exists this season. They haven't won a game yet. They lost to Tea-Tree Gully at 0-6. And they got my boys this week. Well, hopefully my team can be able to do yours a favour, Roz, and get the win to keep Broadview off the bottom of the ladder. And Sam Loja kicks the goal for the Raggies. That's 10! 10 for the quarter! Oh my days. Where was that against the 12 Rezzies last game? Who needs Jake Tyler when you got Declan Hadley kicking goals? He's got 3. How many's he got? Hang on, how many's he got now? Let me check. He's got 3. Yep, there. Looks like, look at that, the Raggies are well on track. Well on track to beat the Thunder now. Yeah, I reckon it might be on set. Sadly for your boys. First thing, well, and you look Raggies in round 8. They just got their best player back, Manny Greenwood. Points. 70-0. Hot Tomer! Oh! Sort of slip by Thompson. Gets it back. Greenwood. Hanley. It's got 4. That's 12. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Athelstone Inclusive. 12-4-76 in the first quarter. Edison still picks it up in defence. And it's another mark by Manny Greenwood. Last year's Murray Little medalist. Hobson. It's Dazza. Dex. And when playing is good, Alex DeLuca gets on the board as well. He makes it 13. 13! Yeah, he certainly is. He's been picked in this all-time Athelstone team in this game against the Thunder. Oh my days! What is going on with the Thunder? Declan Hadley has kicked another one. He's got his 5th. What a game. What a first quarter he's having. Well, could have had Connor Essendon's first quarter record from 2011. They kicked 15-4 against the Gold Coast Suns, in a fun fact. And that was in the Gold Coast, like, what, second ever game or something like that? I'm sorry to hear about the 106-point loss, Riles. At least while I was watching the live stream video, I think he actually got 5th best that game. Hopefully you can be able to get BOG against Salisbury on Saturday at Salisbury Oval. It looks like Athelstone inclusive are on a bit of mercy mode here in the second quarter to try to get the fun to their first goal of the match. At least playing in the back line basically helped you out with a lot of confidence. And speaking of confidence, the Northern Territory Thunder just got their first goal. And it's scored by Zach Foote. Anyways, Athelstone inclusive and just switched back to normal. Greenwood. Hanley. And Darren Thompson gets some monster goals. 15! Oh, gee, that was 88 first quarter points. And now I got 94. Wow, how bad of a territory. Jeez, what's going on with the Thunder? It's just a bunch of state league players. They mostly came from Southport's real life team. And we got Wojcik winning the tap. Greenwood, DeLuca. Yeah. Northern Territory Thunder are playing like your boys at the moment. Hopefully my boys can be able to give you some mercy in a couple of weeks' time when we versus the Broadies Oval. Shame, they lost 99 against Kenilworth and 106 against Kilburn in the last 2 weeks. Hopefully Athelstone can be able to give Broadview some mercy in round 8. And maybe give them like a couple of early third quarter goals. But one of my tactics, and one of I end up being the caretaker player coach that game, is, well, I'm going to have to help you make sure the boys help you get your first goal for Broadview inclusive in that game, Riles. And DeLuca's got his second. This feels like a funeral out here. Love it. No, he doesn't. Doesn't get to it at all. Yeah, I reckon they did. They've cheated since like the last 20 odd games. Last time they lost was 2 years ago. They're doing like what my old Eastern Park team used to do when we won 5 in a row. And Vox has missed. There goes our run of consecutive goals. As we end up with a point. Thanks to Vox. Greenwood. Couldn't get to it. Thompson. Greenwood pick it up. No, he doesn't. I reckon your boys will definitely need to do that against Salisbury. Pacquiano lines up for the goal. He has slotted it. Kinross wins the tap. Greenwood. DeLuca. Shouldn't be. Oh, they shouldn't be. They don't need to huddle too much down back. One example, the Western Bulldogs of 2000 didn't really huddle too much when they ended Essendon's winning streak. The Bombers had won 20 straight at that time. Terry Wallace played some great flooding footy that game against the Bombers and got the Dogs over the line by 11 points to send Essendon 20-1. After they were like 20-0 for most of the season. After they hadn't even lost a game at that time. And it's Greenwood who's got a goal as well. Look at that, Athelstone. That's partners. Raining got. What's a rain dance of goals out there at Athelstone Inclusive? Matty Greenwood has kicked his third. The mention referenced, by the way, is Rain Dance by David Thames. Yeah, it's pretty much game, set, and match. Athelstone Inclusive. Oh, my days. Only in Australia you're going to get tax 1,000%. Fox. Well, hang on. Declan Hanley lines up the goal. Can he make it 8? 8 for Hanley. Well, I'm going to have to move it to the back line. Just to allow... Going to have to move him down back to allow Levi to get allow some defenders to get a goal. Put Danny in the forward line. I'll go put Vox back at centre half forward. I'll put Packy. Got to put Pacquiao in the ruck for this one. Greenwood looks a bit gassed. Got to give him a break. G'day, Jake. Just playing the best season game between Athelstone Inclusive and the Thunder at over at Max Zamba. Ricky Sears comes on for Matty Greenwood. There's another move up forward. Got to put Sears in the back line. Going to put Cameron Bevel in the forward line for this one. It's another one. Just to that way, at least I can get on the score sheet. So I can be able to almost do a challenge of everyone can kick a goal. Before his injury in this game, Lee Stray Bennett got a goal. Cameron Bibble goes for goal. He's got it. That move to the forward line basically paid off. That's 23. Wojcik wins the tap. Tyron Thompson. Ball up. It's all over. Athelstone really played like Essendon from 2000 here in this game. Hang on a minute. It's Jezza Lover who gets a goal. Jezza gets a goal. 8 injuries in the final quarter. 8 to 10 injuries in the final quarter. Kilburn are just too rough. Sounds like the boys are going to need some replacement players. They have to sign some replacement players for the game against Salisbury. And Barry Lindsay gets a goal. That's 20. That racks up 25. That racks us up to 25 goals. I decided to put the defence up forward. Darren Thompson. Can Cameron Bevel get a second? Oh, he does! Camo's got another one. Thompson. I reckon over the next number 16. Bevel. Hair passes it off. Farron Hamill. Slots it home. It's a goal. That's 27. Spazza gets a goal as well for the Raggies. It's all not just a one-man band out here. They may as well just walk at half time. Bevel. Oh, man. Hand pass it off. Danny Marcel. Danny kicks a goal. What a team play by Cameron. To set up Danny. How do they put him in the ruck? They put Jezza in the ruck? Hopefully he'll be fit for this week against Salisbury. If not, game 67 against my boys next week. It'll be good to see. It'll be good to see you next week, Riles. And anyway, speaking of meetings, Jaden Bevel just got a goal. 29 for the Rat. 29 goals. It's a rout. So I decided to put Dennis Christie in the forward line now for Athelstone. Get him a goal. Oh no. Insufficient intent. That was a great start to your career, Rolls. The first win, that was against Christie's. Hopefully a second win will be this week against Salisbury Magpies at their rival to get revenge for Salisbury earlier in the year at home. Oh no, on the ball. Hamill. Christie. Dennis Christie gets on the board as well. Been like 5 matches now since your boys last tasted victory. Half time at Max 17 second quarter goals. The only ones that haven't got goals yet are Levi, Dat, Ty, Ricky, Markey, Ken Ross, and Connor. I'm going to have to put these two up forward. Put these six up forward. He might be or he might not be. I put Cam back in the back line. I put Mark in the forward line. I got put Connor in the forward line as well. Maybe Declan back there. You definitely did, Riles. He played well in that back line against Kilburn. But I reckon maybe someone really good, like maybe a Zach or maybe someone like my coach Zach could be the right one for the job. I mean, he's the one. He's the bloke that delivered Athelstone the premierships. He may be the right guy for the job, or for this new look project. Or maybe an old Woodville West Torrens player could potentially take over for Broadview Inclusive. Like maybe Jimmy Tompus could be the right man for the job. I'm kind of not maybe kind of been we'll have to wait and see at the end of the season. And anyways, Wayne Kenross has just got a goal. That's 32. Once we get everyone a goal, I think I'm going to have to let the computer control the rest of the game. I mean, we did a great job. Kenross. Name. Levi finds Ty. And Ty's just got a goal. Sam Wojcik wins the... Another possible good choice for Broadview Inclusive in the future could be maybe Jimmy Tompus. He's a three-time premiership player for Woodville West Torrens. Even though his time at Melbourne didn't really work out, but he was great at Woodville West Torrens. Anyways, I think the other goal scorer the next goal scorer in our game was Ricky Sears. And now Marky gets on the board. Now we just need Connor and Levi on. Now we need Connor Hollis. Now Athelstone need Connor Hollis and Levi Neamy on the board. And that's everyone. And it's everyone on the score sheet. Oh wow! I think this Thunder team has actually got playing like a bunch of 40 overall players. Greenwood. And Connor's on the board. Connor Hollis just got a goal for the Raggies. Anyway, soon we'll have to. Yep, I think the Thunder are playing like under 8 players here. Thompson. And we got a ball up. Kinross. Bebel. Sears. Well, that's what. Depending if Broadview don't improve well, and then who knows, maybe if Athelstone possibly start winning more games, maybe Athelstone might be a pretty good club for yourself, Riles. If you're looking for a new challenge. They got a really good coach in Zach. He's a great lad. And anyways, I think it might be about it, be controlling the players as Levi's just got a goal. And I'm going to hand the commentary back to Hutto.
Most of these
and I can still talk in the stream.
Everything they've touched has turned to gold today. Crossley, he's been beaten, but he had a win there. Rowe, Joyce, this should end in a shot at goal. Well played. He's having a dirty day. Day is like a magnet in that forward line.
That's probably as good a passage of play as we've seen from them all day. It deserves a goal.
Big chance.
Yeah, maybe Philbert to be another good challenge as well.
You'd love to say there'll be plenty more opportunities, but that may not be the case.
Mansell with the footy. Christie has found some space. Can he hit a target? Couldn't get a disposal. Knew where the help was. The Royals continue to do as they wish. We're watching a very good side here. He hasn't been himself today. Sears makes position, kicks inside the forward 50. Brown, great hands there.
To put the icing on the cake.
Oh, this is basically all over.
Drop punt, that'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
Well, time to pack it in, Thunder. Very soon after this video, Riles, I'm going to be getting back to doing the West Coast rebuild if you're interested in watching. Like doing another one, because the mid-season draftees came to the Eagles. They drafted Oliver Franco from the Roosters, and...
an absolute smashing. Good ruck work.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully your boys can be able to make finals in the next 3 to 5 years.
Can't question his commitment.
Under a great cut. I reckon first thing, gotta get a good coach. That is the important step one. Gotta get a great coach.
The two big men do battle. Joyce
They're gonna help improve the program.
That's well played. Normally delivers. The Sharon hits the deck. Dawson, Crossley, running in support. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. The Royals have all the answers.
I reckon one of the other steps would be, well, possibly, who knows, maybe in a few years, once I get my coaching licenses, that time and possibly end up graduating from my own Athelstone coach's coaching school. Who knows, who knows in a few years, maybe it could be myself coaching Broadview. Possibly using the similar tactics to Zach and Sam, depending on by the time I get my license by then, that is.
This hasn't gone to script.
So I can be able to find a way, so I can be able to get there.
And they've got full reward for it.
Definitely, great players coming to Broadies. Could be able to get some premiership experience players coming to the team. Like maybe who knows, one good up. There'll be a few Kilburn players possibly coming in a few years if they're getting a bit tired of the Kilburn program in a few years, and they want to go help Broadview out.
I thought he was going to kick it himself. In he goes.
They're still hungry, even with the game put to bed. That's a sign of a very good team.
They get full value for a deep entry.
Stop it, the horse is dead already.
Also, this season, St Kilda, they they've been a bit average this season.
Today, DeLuca. It's no place for the faint.
There has been there could be a few teams that could be the AFL teams you could look to request a trade to. Roles. One of them could be the Adelaide Crows, playing really good footy. Another option could be maybe the Freo Dockers. Another option for yourself could be the Sydney Swans.
Can they beat them back to goal? Gadsby accepted the invitation.
Possibly maybe even Hawthorn.
Just a little. No.
They're lucky they haven't been made to pay for that turnover. They really should have been.
Or depending on if it's
a short option from the kick in. Manages to find a teammate. Tidy ball. They're moving.
Definitely, it's a great win in history. The biggest win in history for my boys. 226 up right now against Northern Territory.
With them now. Dawson navigated the traffic. Butler, he'll be picking.
I reckon Geelong might be another good option for yourself, Wiles. Considering Geelong have got a history of recruiting great players.
Thompson trying to find
I reckon the confidence would definitely go up through the roof on a team like Geelong.
Umpire's ball as we near three-quarter time. Crossley showing his skills. Comes free in the tackle. DeLuca. Woodcock desperate to win it back.
The Royals have had a lot more ball and it's translating on the scoreboard.
Also,
punch clear.
DeLuca. Thompson under pressure. 2027 AFL.
The Sharks are chasing tail. Bounced straight off his chest. Thompson, when one tackle just won't do. It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
The Sharks have a quality attacking midfield, but I don't think they run quite as hard in defensive transition. And they've been found out today.
It's a bad miss.
The way it's going, it probably won't be long until they get another opportunity.
Looking for a quick transition. Good thinking and good execution too. Rowe has charged into space. Playing for pride now. Gadsby with a chance to run. What's he got on offer? The Sharks have been out of sorts. Thompson read that one right off the boot. Henderson, they've worked it well. Not wanting to bomb to a contest.
That sucks to hear.
Gets the kick away. Dangerous spot for a loose ball. And we'll have a throw in.
The Sharks are going to have to do some soul searching and ask some hard questions.
Crossley with the tap. Joyce, he's lost it. Nemi, DeLuca, he's put it through.
I'm all for finding silver linings. The defenders have got the best seats in the house, and they didn't even have to pay for them.
The Royals are turning this into a blood sport. The two big men do battle. DeLuca, a quick getaway wasn't possible. We'll have yet another stoppage.
The Sharks are just not getting the ball inside 50 enough. There's not much the forwards can do.
Gadsby reads the tap well. Joyce, the kick is precise. Doesn't often waste it. DeLuca spoils. Got the handball away.
Hey, Harvey, important question. Which footy team are you currently playing for at the moment?
Love it. He's kicked it high.
That's
an uncharacteristic mistake. The Sharks have just one more quarter of this torment to endure.
Currently the game
can't come quickly enough for them. Let's head
is that probably could that be the team almost near just doing a bit of a check? Is it probably almost near saying Normanville?
Put their defence under all sorts of pressure. It's time to really get to work and try to salvage something from this match.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. They might as well not have a run. Has to be clean. Lindsay, who's at home?
Got it.
That's a strong mark.
He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
Thank you, dear. Thanks.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
The opposition must be thinking, thank heaven for small mercies.
Trying to catch them out. Quality delivery by foot. The Sharks might be about to start something. McDonald, Manteet pushes into space and receives the footy. Woodcock at centre-half back. He's generally a good kick. And they're away. Manteet hasn't seen a lot of it. It's been
If you
that
were
kind of day for
looking for an inclusive league team in the future, Harvey, who knows?
Field kicking is normally first rate.
One potential option could be yourself, could be Christie's Beach.
Have no answers.
They're almost close to Yankalella. If not, maybe Kenilworth.
They're giving them a smash in the middle and providing the forward with high-class service. And the forwards are making the most of it.
That's missing by a long way, and no score is registered. Can he find a teammate? McDonald working hard and being rewarded. Good work rate. Kicks to centre wing. Spud Frawley would have
probably, I reckon Kenilworth might be a bit of a better option for you because yourself, Harvey, because Southern Football League and Great Southern Football League are basically big-time rivals.
Same old, like Batman and Robin. Thompson, they're a pleasure to watch. They've got time to put the kettle on. Brown, he's taken a beauty.
It's a big margin, and it should get at least 6 points bigger.
This for 3 on the trot, and he steers it through.
41.
Broadview could be another good option for yourself, halves.
Sometimes a break can interrupt momentum, but that hasn't happened here. Crossley punches it out of the ruck. Gadsby, he's hurried the kick. It's a poor one. Mansell thwarts them again. Greenwood with a chance to relieve the pressure. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Christie all alone in the centre square. Thompson has got loose. They're running rings around them. Well played. Love it. In the right spot. Henderson on a lead. Gadsby tries to spike it out of the danger zone. I've liked his game today. It's an exhibition in how to give the ball back. The kick was ill-directed. Cockatoo Collins. Can he hit the target?
Who knows, with the Broadview option in the on the table in the future, could be another great play coming to Broadview to help the boys improve their win-loss record.
Wins the contest hands down.
To finish off the good work.
The assignment is simple, and he makes no mistake.
What exactly do they have against this club?
Have a go, you mugs. The big men fly. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Punch clear. Thompson, DeLuca, Lindsay absorbs the pressure. Delivers to centre-half forward. He's suddenly a popular man.
The Sharks have hit rock bottom. The only way's up from here.
The two big men do battle. Thompson, that's a bit of a waste. Greenwood in the centre square. They're leading them a merry dance. Thompson, who was he aiming for? Hanley, it's a desperate tackle. The Royals with a chance for a stoppage goal. We thought this would be a good duel in the ruck. Lindsay only knows one way. They've bottled it up. Who can get the clearance? Thompson. The distance is the only problem. Unselfish play. He would have been well within his rights to kick for goal.
It'll take something special, but maybe it's that kind of day.
It's raining goals.
43.
This is a bit of a rain dance of goals here.
The Royals seemingly on top all over the ground at the moment.
It's 43 already.
DeLuca, he's under close attention. Uses the non-preferred. Goes laterally. Ball to be won on centre wing. Foot. Blasts away. Mansell drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Sees an opportunity and plays on. Castellini, he's gone. Thought his way through it. The kick was centimetre perfect.
I reckon you'll get the 350 games in the future, Riley.
Crossley couldn't mark. The Royals have won it back. Mansell,
I reckon
the
you'll
Sharks
be
have denied them the corridor.
possibly becoming the Lindsay Head of the
Brown,
inclusive league in the in like basically say 20, 30 years
Can they
time.
get themselves a consolation prize? Searching kick. That's symptomatic of their malaise. Taking time to assess the options. A chance to clear now. This might well cost them a goal. He hasn't been himself today. Mansell, he's got support. The Sharks are chasing tail. We're watching a very good side here. The Royals are out of trouble. Christie receives a clever hand pass. Punched that like he meant it. Lawson handballs it to nobody. Taken to ground. It's not a fair fight. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Crossley showing his skills. Dawson, what a work ethic he has. Who's front and centre?
I reckon you'll be remembered as the greatest inclusive league player of all time by the time you retire, Riles. As considering you'll be up there with the likes of Matty Greenwood by then. He's basically been the greatest player of my generation of inclusive league. I've been playing for a while.
Doesn't often waste it. Thompson takes a beauty. The Royals finishing strongly. Brown all on his own. Thompson crunching tackle. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Rucks go at it. DeLuca, what a game he's played. Lindsay, they're bloodthirsty today. The kick's astray and out of bounds.
The Sharks would probably like to minimise stoppages and keep the ball in open play as much as they can because their clearance work isn't crash hot at the moment.
Rucks go at it. Thompson runs towards goal and slams it through for a six-pointer.
Stop it, the horse is dead already.
The only competition they've got out there is each other. Good ruck work. DeLuca, Greenwood. What can he do with it? Spencer with the big fist. Under pressure. Lindsay, Thompson to put an exclamation mark.
That is cool. That was cool. You got to do the scoreboard for the A-grade games halves and also for a prelim final.
He fancies his chances, but he hasn't managed to bend that one back far enough.
He's having a good match, but his kicking at goal is really letting him down.
Looking for a quick transition. Spencer has found some space. Rowe can keep it moving. Picking their way through. That's well played. Woodcock squeezes the kick. Henderson picks off the pass. The defence is disorganised. Hanley gets to the front spot and can line them up.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
This might be travelling out on the full. No, it's scraped in for a behind.
You must remember to kick through the ball whether you're 10 metres out or 50 metres out.
No time like the present. Good thinking and good execution too. They're moving the footy well here. Manages to find a teammate. Manteet has charged into space. And they're away. He's caught.
I reckon Salisbury Ovals are basically a huge rival. Played there so many times.
Hard deep into this match.
Salisbury Oval's a huge oval. I played on that ground like many a times in my career.
The Sharks on the ball now. Scrounges a kick. Time to turn on the Jets. No sign of them dropping off. You can't afford to do that too often.
Ball over.
The Royals move to 2-0, and they have made an impressive start to the season. Half's here for some final thoughts. How do you unpack that one, Huff?
The Sharks might want to try a different sport after that. Footy's not for everyone.
Lots to discuss as ever. Thanks for that, Huff. On behalf of Daniel Harford, Gary Lyon, and myself.
Anyways, Ross, I'll see you in the see you either in my West Coast rebuilds. I'll see you on my next stream with West Coast Eagles one or the West Coast rebuild or possibly one of my Melbourne Gather Round games because even more I reckon he used to play for South Adelaide. Might have used to play for the Panthers. Seems like a pretty good player. Anyways, lads, I'll see you in the next bit. See you on the next stream. I'm about to do another live stream soon. I'll see you then.